I find it amazing how one can take on the leader role, yet lack all the skills and qualities it takes to be a great leader. Throughout this module, we were able to read a lot of material about the skills and qualities it takes to be a leader, as well as the traits that one may possess that can be ineffective when having the leadership role. While I was taking on this information and reading it all, I was able to make a connection and identify myself with some of the skills and qualities that one has when they are considered a great leader. I will be explaining to you more in depth throughout the speech how I made these connections and how I will begin to incorporate them within my future as well as in my career, and how I will continue to set up goals and stay motivated so I can have this leadership qualities of a great leader. So let's begin. How will I make my leadership qualities stronger or more effective? Well, I must first do this very first step, which is the most important step to being a great leader, and that is I must first evaluate the traits and qualities I have as a leader. What is it that I possess? According to the readings from chapter 10, leadership excellence demands constant attention and self evaluation. That being said, even if you already believe you contain all the skills and qualities of a great leader, you need to reevaluate yourself because those skills that you carry now may not work for the next position you're in where you have to take on a leadership role because maybe that team has to use different qualities. So it's important that you are always constantly self-evaluating. I was able to self-evaluate myself and identify what skills and qualities I possess as a leader, specifically within the communication styles and types of power I have. I identified myself the most with influencing and conscious communication styles because in my previous role, I was a team leader and I constantly had to guide and direct my people who were underneath me. And I did find myself avoiding conflict, avoiding confrontation, rejection, over analyzing everything, constantly, over stimulating myself because I need everything to be perfect, as well as still encouraging my team and thanking them and always trying to, make them feel better. But I quickly learned that these skills didn't really create a great leader because your team can often walk all over you, which is not something you want as a leader. But now that I can determine what it is and qualities that I possess as a leader, how am I going to use this knowledge to set up for my future self and goals in my career? Well, my main goal is to continue practicing my professional communication styles as we learned in previous modules, but also enhancing my power. Specifically, I was able to identify myself with connection power and expert power. So how will I get more power? Well, what is even power? According to the readings from the Calm book, it explains that power is the ability to influence an event or others' beliefs, behaviors, attitude, and values. So that is power, specifically expert and connection power. If I expand with these types of skills, I will be able to create long-term relationships through having trust with my customers, as well as my customers seeing me as reliable since they can see that I have expertise in what it is that I'm selling or what it is that my business is promoting. Which is why I actually continue to stay motivated is because of my customers. Others may receive satisfaction when they see money coming in. However, for me, I find myself to be more happy when I get a good review from a customer or have a customer say that they calling us and working with us again. So that is something why I stay motivated in my career is because I love to receive positive feedback, knowing that my customer is satisfied and they got the help that they were looking for. So, in conclusion, to be a great leader, one must recognize the types of traits that they carry and use that knowledge to help better themselves, as well as setting goals to expand their success in their future career. So, my advice for you all is to take in this information that I've explained to you all today and incorporate it in your life so you can become the best version of yourself as a leader.